Right, so now that we have our cover on and we have our table of contents, which we should have already put together, we are going to move on to our power words on page 1. You need to mark that it's page 1. We need to cut out our power words. Remember, power words are all tabs, and then you're going to glue them in, and we'll come back together and I'll show you what mine looks like. Okay, so for page 3, there's the events timeline. We aren't going to use that, so you're going to cross it off. We are only going to use the bottom 3 things, which are all getting glued down. They're not flaps. We will also need the page that has like the map on it. That one is a flap, and our compass and our actual map are getting glued completely down because they are not flaps. Alright, this is what it should look like when it's all placed correctly. Alright, and on to page 4. For page 4, we need the Society and Egypt page. Cut it all out and come back to place and glue. This is what page 4 should look like. Everything gets nice and glued down. There are no flaps. For page 5, we need our influential leaders. These are all flaps, so every single one of them needs to be able to be written underneath. This is what it should look like when it is all nice and placed for you. Okay, so for page 6, please pay attention to how we cut it. You're going to cut it out, like trim the outline, and then pause, and then you will come back and see what I do to make the flaps. Okay, this is what you should do to make the flaps. So I'm going to cut it, and then you need to glue it down right there, and then I should be able to write underneath all 3 of these. Okay, for page 7, you're going to need the pyramids page. Go ahead and cut everything out and then come back to place it. Alrighty, so everything besides the top question is a flap, so make sure that this is the order everything is in and you don't accidentally glue your flaps completely down. Okay, so for page 8, it's our mummification page, but I'm going to show you exactly how I cut it out. That way, and this is where you place it, because we're going to make that bottom one, even though it's not a flap, we're going to make it a flap. That way we can answer the question underneath. So watch what I do in the video in order to make that a flap. Just as a side note, we're not going to use this king tut page, so if you want to keep it for your own interest, that's fine. However, we're not going to be putting it in this notebook. For actual page 9, you need the transitioning kingdoms page. So go ahead and cut those out. These are flaps on this page, so come back to see how we place it. Alright, for page 10, you need your hieroglyphics page. These are off flaps other than the actual title. So go ahead and make sure that you don't accidentally glue these all the way down. You do need to be able to write underneath them. For page 11, our final page, this is just going to be our mummy activity page. Don't worry about what goes on here. It's blank. Just label it. And that's the last page in our social studies notebook.